Are you an international student applying to study law at University in Spain? Here is a helpful surprise. You might not have to take their own proprietary admissions test at all. Here is the direct answer. University usually requires applicants to take its own test, called the IEGAT. But to help international students, it also accepts the LNAT as a direct substitute. To successfully bypass the IEGAT, though, you must achieve a competitive score on the LNAT. The reported requirement is a minimum of 22 out of 42 on the multiple choice section. One important caution: you must confirm this exact threshold directly with University admissions. This specific minimum score requirement is not published anywhere on the official LNAT website. A little context helps here. University is a highly ranked international institution based in Spain, offering a globally focused Bachelor of Laws program. Its students come from diverse educational systems worldwide. Because of that global mix, the university uses standardised testing to objectively evaluate each applicant's academic aptitude and critical thinking. Alongside the LNAT, it accepts tests such as the IEGAT, SAT, and ACT. Now, a score of 22 out of 42 sits right around the national average for the LNAT, which typically falls in the low 20s. So this is a meaningful, competitive benchmark. Achieving it proves to the IE Admissions Committee that you possess the reading comprehension, analytical reasoning, and deductive skills needed to succeed in their genuinely rigorous legal curriculum. So, why should you submit an LNAT score instead of taking the IEGAT? First, it streamlines your applications if you are already applying to UK institutions that require the LNAT anyway. Submitting that same LNAT score saves you from preparing for and sitting a second, entirely different exam. That alone makes managing multiple international university applications far more manageable. Second, the LNAT is a globally recognized metric of intellectual rigor. It focuses heavily on dense textual analysis and argument deconstruction, which aligns almost perfectly with the demands of law study. But what happens if you score below 22? If your score falls below that strict threshold, you will typically be required to sit the internal IEGAT assessment instead, in order to proceed. Does University also evaluate your essay from Section B? Primarily, they use your Section A multiple choice score to establish that strict minimum 22-point threshold for substitution. However, a well-written Section B essay can still support the qualitative side of your overall application profile, so it is genuinely worth your effort not to ignore the essay completely. When using the LNAT for University, timing is critical. You must ensure you select a testing window that aligns cleanly with their rolling admissions process rather than a single fixed deadline. You also need to verify that your score is routed correctly. While UK applications use UCAS, you must separately ensure that University actually receives your official LNAT results. Now, scoring 22 or higher requires very focused preparation. The LNAT is notoriously challenging, largely because of the archaic and dense philosophical, economic, and political passages it tests. Do not underestimate this. Even native English fluency does not guarantee a high score. Sustained, timed, digital practice is the only truly measurable way to make sure you hit your target. In practical terms, that 22-point target demands maintaining a pace of roughly 2.2 minutes per question. Because top universities filter hard on this score, you should be hitting your target average weeks before the deadline. That is exactly why high-volume practice on a realistic digital platform is essential. You need to condition yourself to that pace until it feels automatic, long before you sit the real exam. That is what we built at LawMint.uk. We offer a massive bank of 200 full-length LNAT practice tests, with digital simulations that accurately replicate the interface and timer of the real exam. Take your preparation to the next level at LawMint.uk. Start with a free full-length LNAT practice test and our essay speed analyzer. Then unlock the full series of 200 tests with 8,400 multiple choice questions. Subscribe to @LNAT Prep on YouTube for more expert advice.